Come on, let's get started. Let's understand what is Azure, what is data engineering, what is Azure data engineering from scratch. This is Sai Fanindra from SQL School. I would be the caretaker for your course for Azure Data Engineer. I assure you complete practice orientation from scratch, right from the basics. Let's understand carefully what is engineering and what is Azure Data Engineering and the certifications involved in this process. There is one dedicated certification from Microsoft for Azure Data Engineering, that is DP203 certification. As per the DP203 certification, our Azure Data Engineering course involves ETL, extract, transform, load, ETL, data warehouse to store historical data. ETL is like a valet parking service, in a restaurant. And warehouse is the actual storeroom, the storage. And we have big data activities and analytic activities part of our classes. In this journey, we'll understand something called ADF, Azure Data Factory, to implement ETL. Data warehouse implementation from Synapse. And big data and analytics, both big data and analytics both are implemented by using Databricks and Data Lake. In fact, this big data can be implemented by Synapse also. How it is and why it is, we are going to learn it today. In our journey, we need to also implement Spark, Python, Spark SQL activities, PySpark, Scala, and so on. We'll do it one by one. Let's understand slowly how to work with our data engineering activities. So, agenda for today's class: what is database, what is warehouse, and what is ETL. From 1 to 3 points, we need to proceed for the actual item. What is data engineering? The components included in our course, the course prerequisites, and the takeaways. Let's understand slowly, step by step. And I assure you complete practice orientation right from the scratch, right from the basics. Need your involvement, need your timely practice, and submit your assignments by weekend. The classes would be Monday to Friday. By weekend, I request you to submit all your assignments. Let's learn step by step carefully. We are into the core data engineering activities, a 7 weeks journey. Prerequisite: MS SQL. We no need to be a pro in Microsoft SQL Server, no need to be a pro or a programmer, not required. But basic fundamentals are very much required. Let's step into our actual concept carefully now. We'll do it slowly, step by step. Database: a platform to store any type of data. A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data, fully secured. A database to store any type of data, any amount of data, fully secured. Basic types of databases: OLTP to store live real-time data. Warehouse to store historical data, inactive data. What is that? OLTP, okay, online transaction processing databases to store live data, real-time data, like live temperatures, live stock market operations. One of our class examples, live IoT. Anything live, OLTP. Data warehouse to store old historical data, inactive data. What is that? To store old historical data, also called inactive data. Next. Then we have something called OLAP databases, online analytical processing databases, to store summary data or to store any kind of data for analysis, forecasts, machine learning, deep learning, etc. So three basic types of databases. Our course is into data warehouse. OLTP database design, SQL developers, database developers will take care. OLAP design, BI developers will take care. So we are into data engineering, ETL and data warehouse. Let's understand slowly more about this OLTP and data warehouse. OLTP, online transaction processing databases, to store live real-time data like live temperature, live stock market operations, anything live. Data warehouse, to store historical data, old temperature data, old stock market activities, just like a godown in our city. I repeat again, live data OLTP, historical data we have data warehouse. With this information, let's understand now how these two are related to each other, OLTP and data warehouse. Remember, today's live data would be tomorrow's history, right? Today's live data would be tomorrow's history. So we need to transfer, extract data from OLTP, load it to warehouse on a routine basis. There comes ETL. In fact, we use ETL, extract, transform, load, ETL tools to load data from non-OLTP databases also. To make it simple and straight, on my screen, OLTP left, data warehouse right, and in between you got ETL, extract, transform, load technologies. Not only OLTP databases, even non-database sources like unstructured data or even structured or semi-structured data can be given as input to ETL. From ETL comes data warehouse concepts. And our course is data engineering. This involves ETL, two great technologies to implement, extract, transform, load ETL activities. Data Factory, Databricks. One open source, Databricks, Data Factory from Microsoft. And what we do, we arrive at, we are going to target on data warehouse design. Very simple. Our house has a living room and a store room. Here, any BI, business intelligence, end-to-end BI implementation as a living room, OLTP databases, and a storeroom, data warehouse. The transport system, the data cleansing and transport system is what ETL means. From here, from data warehouse comes the next level activities like analytics, Power BI, Azure Analyst Services, OLAP databases, data mining, deep learning, AI engineering, etc. Mainly from data warehouse. So data warehouse is a key. Data warehouse is the boss for our trending machine learning projects, data science projects, AI engineering projects, etc. So we are the back end. We are the backbone for any kind of big data activities. Let's understand more about the data engineering components. Let's see. So as a data engineer, what we do? As a data engineer, we are more into ETL and data warehouse design activities. Remember, let's make it simple and straight activities. Let's make it simple and straightforward concept. Here we go. What is data engineering? Data engineer is a prominent job role responsible for design of data warehouse to store historical data. We are going to extract, clean and transform data from various sources and then plan for big data storage, security and optimizations. Every keyword, we have good number of examples in our classes from tomorrow. So we need to work with storage components, ETL components and end-to-end integration activities using Python and AI, part of our classes, part of our examples. Thanks to Microsoft, the portal is up to date now with good amount of add-ons. So we need to use AI as and when required within the interface that we are going to learn for ETL activities. So wherever there is ETL, there will be AI. We have something called IoT, Internet of Things, Spark, Scala, and so on. So data engineer is actually a chemistry lab. Let me tell you, friends, really, it's a chemistry lab. Lot of activities, lot of operations, and we should be very, very cautious in selecting the components. Because for every activity, there will be minimum 2 choices. Really. For storage, there are choices. Optimization, there will be choices. ETL, there will be choices. Analytics, there will be choices. So it all depends, like what to select and when to use. That's very important. At a base level, overview level, here are the data engineering components. At overview level, ETL we can implement by using Microsoft brand, Data Factory, open source, Databricks. Storage and staging, we have storage account and something called data lake storage. Data warehouse implementations, again Microsoft Synapse and open source Spark databases. Once we learn all these 6 primary components in our classes, then we have the integration components, integration stream analytics, IoT, CI/CD and Power BI integrations we are going to learn in our classes. Now the question comes here, what is Power BI and why it is here in this list? Well, part of our 7 weeks data engineering, we are going to deal with right from ETL to storage, data warehousing and analytics. We are not into full length Power BI here. For full length Power BI, we have separate 4 weeks journey, additional 4 weeks journey. Here we are going to understand the connections. We as data engineers, we need to service the request for data analysts. Data analysts may pull reports from Synapse. Then what we do? We need to create logins for them practically. We need to test and verify the connections for them. We need to make sure the Spark database connections are correct so that the data analysts and BI developers are able to pull their data on a recurring basis. Automated scheduled subscribed reports. Automated scheduling means subscription of reports. So we are at the back end. We are responsible for securing and managing the connections to front end. So there comes our integration activities, part of our course. To make it bit into next level activities, here it is. Let me define data engineering in this way. Only 2 statements for the entire course. Really, only 2 statements for the entire course. Please remember them. If you have some observation notes with you, please write them. I'll send the video of this class anyway after the session today. Same thing every day. The session videos would be there for 2 weeks from session date. You have the complete notes. I request you to take a print copy of the notes every day and access the video if needed. If needed, will be available for 2 weeks from the session date. Notes you download and take a print, video for 2 weeks. Now let's come to the actual bullet points, governing points for our course. Number 1, open source ETL Databricks, open source data warehouse, Spark database. That's the first point. Second point, Microsoft ETL Data Factory, Microsoft Data Warehouse, Synapse SQL Pool. That's it. They are good friends. We'll see how they are going to gel together with something called Synapse, Data Lake. I repeat again, first point, open source ETL Databricks, open source warehouse, Spark database. Using those 2 components, Databricks and Spark database, we can build data engineering projects. But some limitations are there. Like row level security implementation, RLS is not possible in Spark databases. It's not there. So we have Microsoft brand, Microsoft ETL, Microsoft Warehouse. Integrating the beauty of Databricks and the performance advantages of Data Factory, gelling together, mixing together, we have Synapse. That is our complete course outline. And as a data engineer, we are going to build, design data warehouses and start pumping the data. That data will be analyzed, reported, visualized, dashboarded using Power BI. So Microsoft has certifications only for data engineer. Microsoft has certifications only for Power BI, and combining data engineering and Power BI together with add-ons Fabric. Fabric, we have another 4 weeks journey. So data engineer we are into right now, 7 weeks journey. If you are looking for Power BI, extra 4 weeks. If you are looking for Fabric, extra 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks now. There are a lot of new things in Fabric in the recent past. So now we started with 3 weeks journey for Fabric. Now it became 5 weeks within a matter of 4 months. Things are going very smooth and amazing at Microsoft. Data engineer is a basement for any kind of big data analytics, either with Power BI or with Fabric. Let's understand now, in our data engineering activities, what we learn. Here it is. To step into data engineering, the prerequisites. Kindly revise constraints, joins, normal forms. Kindly revise constraints, joins, normal forms. May not be immediately, by next 1 week, kindly revise them. We'll start data engineering from tomorrow. You're already aware of MS SQL concepts. Kindly revise the basics, constraints, joins, and normal forms in MS SQL. By next 3 weeks, in next 3 weeks from now, revise, merge, rank, and basic tuning activities like indexes basics, procedure functions. Basics should be enough, no programming knowledge required here. Basics should be pretty sure enough. Revise these items carefully. Next, with this information, our next step, Now from here, what we are learning? Yes, we are slowly understanding what is data engineer. As a data engineer, we are more into ETL and data warehousing concepts. So once you revise your SQL concepts, the yellow box on the screen, things are super easy to implement for data engineering. That involves data factory, data lake, data bricks, and PySpark. Synapse, IoT, Purview, and big data activities. Observe carefully here. With this information, now what is Power BI? It's more into reporting, front end, okay? Data engineer back end, Power BI front end. Mixing together, we got Fabric. Very simple, friends. What's the purpose of Fabric? Very, very simple and straight. In data engineering, we pay for data factory separately, data lake separately, data bricks separately, PySpark job separately. Just like Synapse separately, like this, IoT and all. A la carte. RBA separate. In Fabric, it's a unified license. Single license for all end-to-end implementation. That is a simple concept here. Single license for Power BI as well as ETL and data warehouse with good number of add-ons at every level with respect to, for example, here we have Azure Data Factory, there we have Fabric Data Factory. Here we have data lake, there we have something called one lake, and so on. So Fabric is a unified licensing pattern or unified licensing component from Microsoft for ETL, warehousing, and analytic activities. Let's start with data engineering to understand the vocabulary and the practical approach of ETL warehouse. Without data engineering, we cannot really step into Fabric. We cannot. There is a lot of 100% dependency. Well, with this information, so here are the concepts we are going to learn from tomorrow's class. We'll start slowly with Azure fundamentals, step into SQL databases practically with examples, SQL pool, storage, data lake, stream analytics, data bricks and data factory, Synapse, key vaults, active directory, IoT, event hubs, monitoring and resource manager with elites. These are all the Azure components left, the arrow mark items. Then about 15 components. Then using Azure components, we are going to implement ETL and data warehouse activities with AI, part of our classes, migrations, web application and on-premise activities, data migration and on-premise data access, live streaming, clusters, ETL, PySpark, Spark SQL, open source ETL environments, notebooks, widgets mean jobs, scheduled notebooks, automations, workflow. So widgets are nothing parameters, workflows, automations, pipelines, incremental loads, Apache Spark pools, serverless pools, Databricks with AI and Python ETL. Then we have Power BI, completely a different interface, different component, a 4 week journey for understanding how to read any kind of data and shape it up for reporting. Data engineering have DP203 certification. Power BI has PL300 certification. So two separate great technologies. So two individual certifications. Next, from here, From here, there is something called DP600. What is this? A combination certification with yellow box, left side blue box, and the right side orange box. All three together with Fabric implementations, we have DP600. And stepping into bit more detail in our classes, here it is. The entire 7 weeks technical classes journey is divided into 3 different verticals, 3 different units. Number 1, we have storage and data lake, a 2 weeks journey. Then data factory and Synapse, a 3 weeks journey. Databricks and PySpark open source module, 2 weeks journey. It should be enough, given the fact every moment it's dealing with examples only. And by weekend you'll be completing all your practice and referring the class video, complete your practice. By weekend you'll be completing everything. So please make sure you plan your weekends accordingly. Monday to Friday classes, and by weekend you'll be completing all the activities. With your support, on-time practice, weekend submission of assignments, within 7 weeks we can justify all these keywords with examples. Then one more extra week you will be taking from your end for project implementation for our resume. So the project is all about integration of all these components together. Here it is. So basement SQL, from there we have data factory, Databricks, data lake, and stream analytics with the project work. From there you can plan to step into Power BI. One final note. Remember open source ETL, open source warehouse. Microsoft ETL, Microsoft warehouse. Together, blending together, complete stack our course. So we'll start from the scratch carefully, right from every day.
Hello, your voice is not audible. Panindra. Hello.
The screen got frozen, sir.
Yes, minor connection drop. I quickly switch to my other network now. A minor connection drop. I quickly switch to my other network. Hope you can hear me, please.
Yes,
Please
sir.
confirm. Please, you can hear me. Minor
Yes, sir.
connection drop. I switched to my other network just now, my backup network. Yes, hope you can hear me, please, everyone. Please, I'll wait. Please, I'll wait. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. So where we are now? Yes, we're understanding. We'll start from the very basics carefully, from the basics fundamentals. From there, we step into something called SQL pools. It's all about practical journey one by one. We need to deal with local data source to cloud, cloud data source back to local. Both ways we need to learn, because they are not, truly speaking, they are not opposite to each other. Something else should be done from cloud to on-prem, on-prem to cloud. On-prem means non-cloud, remember. On-prem means non-cloud. We have good amount of components, transformations, and pivot and other activities. One by one we'll be doing it. Then comes something called optimizations. There are 14 optimization techniques we need to learn. And coming to Spark, we deal from the scratch carefully. We'll start from what is Spark, what is Python. I assume we are all very, very new to Python. We'll take it from the very basics carefully. We'll start from the very basics of Python. We are not into Python programming here. We'll be learning whatever is needed for ETL and data engineer. We'll be taking it in our classes, be it ETL or big data loads, transformations, etc. And coming to the third module called storage module, we'll be dealing with migrations. We'll be dealing with something called IoT, Internet of Things. We'll be having step-by-step approach paired with or accompanied with task items. For experienced profiles, good to attempt the tasks and you'll submit, get my reply back. So no doubt, it would be a wonderful journey, a 7 weeks lengthy journey, plus your project work. Your project work would be from the scratch, right from the requirement. If your interviewer asks you like what you did in a project, what are the challenges you face in a project, or how you implemented the ETL, or how to integrate data lake storage with Databricks, SQL database with Databricks, etc. Kind of integration activities part of our classes. I repeat once again, our course is all about ETL data warehouse, open source, Microsoft, both. So this is a complete keyword checklist for quick reference. I shall mail you now all these slides and one PDF document. Request you to take a print copy of the PDF document, the course curriculum. See if you can go through it once or twice to get some idea like what we are going to learn in our classes. Over to you now. Let's go for questions, clarifications if any. Any questions can ask me now, or you may contact me directly on my number or LinkedIn, or reach our team. Glad to assist you. With this, we'll stop for now. Any questions, let me know. We'll take it from there. Yes, any questions, anyone, let me know, please. I'll wait. Yes, anyone, any questions? Mic with you all, please let me know. I'll wait. And coming to the schedules, just in case, if anyone looking for the schedules, June 25th, and let's start it. Fine, fine, just in case. Yes, any questions, let me know, please. I'll wait for some time. Anyone, any questions, please let me know. I'll wait.
Sir, I would like to know like what is Microsoft Fabric on Hello? I mean, how they are different, and I mean in terms of performance or something other, some other things, like how it is different when compared to Azure products. I just want to know.
Actually, like Fabric uses Azure products. Whatever data lake, Synapse we are going to create and use in our data engineering classes, we are supposed to reuse them over there again. So we cannot see Fabric and Azure separately. Azure is the base for Fabric.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Number two, yes. Number two, as I was hinting few minutes back, in Fabric we are going to have a single license. Pay as we use. We need not commit on the pricing part as we do for Power BI and data engineering. So it has more to offer and single license, but bit costly as on date. Fabric is bit costly as you compare with the overall cost of data engineering and Power BI. Individual licensing costs. Okay. So not many companies are, truly speaking, not many companies are keen to migrate to Power BI. Okay. Not keen to migrate to Fabric, I mean to say.
Fabric. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but we cannot see them separately, like without Azure components, we cannot go to Fabric actually. Let me just put this way. In our Fabric classes, I'll just put this way, okay. Either you go for our live training or video training in our Fabric classes, we'll start from the Fabric introduction with the limitations of Power BI. We'll start from the limitations of Power BI, need for Fabric. From there, we are going to start. So in data engineering, we have Azure Data Factory, right? In Fabric, we got something called Fabric Data Factory.
Okay.
There we have SQL pool. Here it is Fabric Data Warehouse. There we have data lake. Here we have one lake. So it all about upgraded version with extra pricing tag. But the basement is always data engineering, always. Yep.
Okay. So in terms of performance, no difference.
Performance wise, in few aspects, we can make it faster.
Install required on the local machine.
Dinesh, please wait, Dinesh. Let me complete my answer to the other participant, Dinesh. Okay, please, one by one.
Okay.
Sriram, so it is
Yes.
Fabric can be made faster with extra price tag.
Okay. I mean to ask, like, what are the advantages we see while going to a Fabric when compared to other?
I think you can enroll for our Fabric demo class. This is actually data engineering demo class, actually. Sriram.
Okay. Just on a
Anyway,
high level, so I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll do one thing. At high level, I was actually answering like unified license.
Okay.
The first thing. Number two, ease of use. Okay, those two are the primary activities actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's the main activity. But still, if you are looking for something more, then please wait. Let me just put this way. I'll just Fabric. I think we had one introduction class yesterday evening. I'll tell our team to send you the notification for the next item. So here it is. Why Fabric? This is your answer.
Okay.
Centralized administration and governance across dev, test, UX, all three.
Okay.
That's the main advantage.
Okay.
It's just like Office 365, MS Office versus Office 365, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
okay,
sense.
And here it is. Fine. Next question, please. I'll wait for some time. Yeah, Dinesh, you're asking me something, dear. Please tell me. What is it? Dinesh, please tell me.
Sai, is that MS SQL is required on the local machine?
Yes,
or
it
not
is
necessary?
It is required, Dinesh. Yes, here is our lab plan. Windows 8 or higher is required with MS SQL and Management Studio. Please install both the prerequisites. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And Azure subscription is also required.
I'll be guiding you step by step
Hello?
how to get the subscription and all. But yes, you need to have it for your practice purpose. I'll be guiding you how to do that. So prerequisites, Windows 8 or higher. Learn or revise MS SQL concepts, constraints, joins, group by and merge. Notes, assignment, certification guidance, I will take care. Make sure you have a credit card or a debit card to configure your free account.
Sir,
I'll
system
guide you step by
configuration.
step. You need to have an account. Tell me, please.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, what is the system configuration, sir? Like RAM and processor?
Windows 8 or higher, just make sure SQL Server with you. That should be enough. No special requirements separate. So 6 GB should be fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, 6 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM should be fine. Absolutely fine.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Sir, for Mac user, SQL is supported or not?
No, sir. No, Raghavendra. So you need to have Windows. We require it.
Is there any scope for Mac? Images
Sir,
like
Mac will not work for our course, sir. It won't. It's a Microsoft technology we're working on, so we cannot compromise on the things just for the sake of our comfort. We cannot. So we need Windows operating system. We need it actually. Not only for SQL Server, even the other components we are going to install very soon. There is something called IR tool, integration runtime tools, and migration tools. They need Windows 8 or higher operating system. So let's not compromise the technology for the sake of an operating system. Windows 8. Next, I got a question. Do you provide interview preparation? Yes, interview preparation part of the course. I was mentioning it. Like we have daily assignments, right? And weekly submissions, part of our classes. Certification guidance also part of our classes. We'll do it carefully. Any more questions, please? I'll wait.
So Sai, dumps will be prepared, dumps will be given or what?
Sir, I cannot say dump, I can say samples. Okay, dump means
Okay,
as
okay.
is. We cannot guarantee, no one can guarantee as is. I don't want to do any marketing gimmicks here by calling them dumps. Samples, latest samples that we buy from time to time from various websites like testking.com, actual test, braindumps.com. There are a few websites, trusted websites from where we buy and give it to our participants. The latest
So,
certification samples will be
okay.
provided. Yeah.
So after completion of course, if we practice more, can we show that we have experience like 1 or 2 years in data
1.5 years.
factory?
Okay. Yeah, 1 to 1.5 years should be absolutely fine. Technically, absolutely fine. We can. Yes.
So I have a question. So when you're training us, would you be training in terms of an onboarding a new project like in a real world, or would that be like a procedural wise training?
We have it as well. Onboarding part of our DevOps with data engineering. There we have it. It's part of our DevOps course. We have onboarding activities.
No, no. My
Because
question
without DevOps, we cannot do onboarding process, right? We need to understand the agile technologies and everything. We have it. Yeah.
is, sir, no,
Here
my
it's
question
completely
is a real
technical.
time
Okay.
project.
Data
Are we
engineering is completely technical part. Onboarding and all part of our DevOps, the process activities, agile methodology and all those stuff. That is there in DevOps course. We have it.
okay? So let me put it, my question another way. Like, so my question is, would the training would proceed in a way that in a real world scenario, or it would be like because I had gone through few videos through Azure website itself, but they gave us like lessons, lesson 1, lesson 2. Would that be like that, or would that be like
No, it's not lesson 1, lesson 2. Here it's like concept wise. Concept 1, concept 2, and how to integrate for the real-time project activities. How they actually integrate together. That's how it is.
okay?
One such example, brother. Thanks for asking. One such example, like I'll just put this way, or just wait. Okay, I'll just take one small such example. Part of our classes. Here it is. Let's take a small example here. In our classes, in storage module, we'll be taking one example for IoT, like temperature sensor, web application, IoT, storage, like this. In this journey, we come across something called Raspberry app. Okay, what is it? Raspberry app, this one, like this. I'll just take it this way. And here you go, like this. So we get this concept of simulators. From there, how to push data, pull data into various data warehousing storage units. We'll be learning it step by step. And this concept will be using for integration with other components later classes. So it's like IoT with event hubs, Databricks, Synapse, Data Factory, storage, Synapse. I mean, it's all about integration components. That's how we go. So we'll take each concept and then finally get it into integration activities. We'll do that. So it will be useful for our job work. Pretty sure about it. Yep. But provided we do on-time practice, okay? Without on-time practice, friends, please understand we cannot expect miracles to happen overnight. Please, let me be very clear on it. Without on-time practice, the curriculum is very lengthy. So need your support. We need to think an extra mile. Need your support, please. So revise your SQL concepts thoroughly. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Sai, you said that PySpark is required.
Part of our
So
part of our
is
course.
that like deep level?
No. We are not into Azure
Okay,
Developer here. We are
Python
deep in
and
Azure.
SQL. That is PySpark, correct, na?
Exactly, brother. You are right. Yeah. We'll
Okay.
take it from the scratch. Whatever is required
So
from
like
ETL
connection,
engineering
like
perspective, we'll take
retrieving
it from the
file like that,
concept.
or
We'll do it carefully. Not a problem at all. We'll do it. Yep. We'll take it from the very scratch. We'll do it slowly, step by step. We'll do. And Dinesh Vishay, please log in from your computer from tomorrow for best results. Okay. I could see you logged in from your mobile. From tomorrow, my kind request, log in from your desktop or laptop, please. Okay, for best results. Okay, please. My kind request, everyone. It's all about practice, right? We need to do it slowly, step by step. I want your involvement. Next question, please. I'll wait.
if that you said that recording will vanish after 2 weeks. So that is big trouble. Let's say we complete the course and we want to revise, and later and the course material will not there, video will not there. So how we can survive on that state?
Sir, you have to tell me one thing, sir. Tell me one thing. Just let's go 10 years back. Do you have any videos concept? No. I mean,
Yeah.
my notes is clear and straight. My notes is step by step. What is what every point, whatever I speak is there in the notes. Only for namesake we provide the video, truly speaking, not required. We know how to learn. We have been learning the concepts right from our childhood. As long as my notes is complete, you should not, need not, will not refer to the video at all, not required. We should not. So let's look for the detailed
Okay.
notes. Take a print. I request everyone, friends, don't depend much on the video. Let's not look for Cyrillac. Let's look for the boost. Let's look for the boost. No, don't think traditional. No, please understand, please. Let's think traditional learning methodologies. Video is there just for namesake. Notes is there forever. We are able to listen to the class carefully. We are able to follow the repetition of every example completely. We take a print copy of the notes, go through it as it is. What more we need? Video contains same terms, same text. It is just text to audio conversion is what video means for my class. Hope it is clear. Instead of going through 1 hour lengthy video, take a print copy and just go through it carefully. 5-10 minutes max, 20-30 minutes, it's enough. It will save a lot of time. Truly speaking, we don't have that much time to go through the videos in future, right? How come we get that much time? Are we so free? No, right? Let's think from practical perspective. As long as my notes is complete, it should be clear and straight. My notes will be complete, step by step. It should be enough, brother. Thanks for asking. It should be enough. Whatever you see in the notes, same thing would be in the class. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes, it should be fine. Okay. If I compromise on the
Sorry,
nodes,
one more question.
then you may need to have
Yeah,
more
one more
depth.
question.
Next question, dear. Please
You
tell me.
nicely explained.
Yes.
Sorry.
Please tell me, brother. Proceed. Tell me. Next question. Yep.
Yeah. One more question. So your notes is fine, everything fine, but I am having 14 years experience. So I can show that 1.2 or 2 years of experience in data factory. Can I get job in market as for salary concern, or it is difficult?
It is difficult, sir. Let me be very frank and straight. It is difficult. See, having a double-digit experience, only data factory will not work. You need to put the entire data engineering, data factory with data bricks would be a better option. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, double-digit experience. We should be very, very cautious on the things. We should be. So let me make it straight. Data factory with data bricks. So go for
So
the
you
complete data engineering stack. Safe side, and that too
okay?
get certification as well, brother. It is very much required. Without certification,
Yeah.
experience profiles, we should be very cautious. Better to have certification, safe side always. DP203. Our course will surely help you technically. Yep.
Okay, no, I am aware of SSIS, SSRS, those things. I can create packages also. That was I'm asking. So it will sufficient or required data bricks also.
Databricks also required, sir. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so data bricks,
Same question
another
you ask in a
course is
different
there.
way.
You have
My answer
correct.
remains data engineering involves Databricks,
Okay,
data factory. And few minutes back, I was showing one diagram as well, actually. Let me show you the diagram again. Sir, on my screen. Here it is. Without Databricks, we cannot do everything. Without data factory, we cannot do everything. Databricks, data factory, they go and gel together. Yes, we need both. That's a practical use.
okay.
We need both. Yes, I'm not talking about support projects. I'm talking from implementation, development, and engineering projects. Yes. Any more questions, please
Okay.
let me know. I'll wait. Here is the complete synopsis. Any more questions, please? I'll wait.